Well, as I always say, let's face it, these days feeling good does have a lot to do with looking good. And we are so pleased to welcome our anti-aging consultants, both Kristy Bair and Dr. Dean Bair of Bair Medical Spa. Love to have you both here. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning. And you look fabulous as always.
Thank you.
We really do have a good-looking group of people, don't we? I must say, we have some of the top people in their fields, and you really all do look good. You practice what you preach.
We try. We certainly try.
And that is a very good thing. Well, what we want to do today is we want to talk about some of the services that they provide and really dispel some myths and fears. And, you know, by the way, they were also Best of City winners. Congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
We have a lot of the Best of City in our little couch today, and we like that. And I think that's a testament, obviously, to the practice that you have and to the way you're being received by the public. And that's got to feel good.
It feels wonderful. It's important to do a good job all the time.
Absolutely, and especially with what you do, because it's so personal and slightly invasive, you have to really get it right every time. There's really not a lot of room for error. And let's talk a little bit about the difference between going to a plastic surgeon versus going to a medical spa, because I think people need to understand that.
Well, at a plastic surgeon, the emphasis is going to be on surgery, obviously.
Okay.
What we do is principally non-surgical. It's emphasis on non-invasive techniques, injectables like Botox, fillers. So we are experts at that.
Okay.
So plastic surgeon is going to be an expert at surgery. We're going to be experts at non-surgical techniques.
Okay, and that includes everything from making your face look better to slimming your body down?
To contouring your body, yes.
And that's good. And tell us some of the different services for body contouring.
For body contouring, there's laser-assisted liposuction.
Okay.
Which
is that one of the most popular?
It's shockingly popular, yes. It's extremely effective.
Is it?
And it's, yeah, forever.
Well, the nice thing is when we have you guys here throughout the year, we'll be able to talk about all these different things, because I think we need to get into some detail and really, like I said, dispel some myths and help people understand what they can expect. And I think one of the first things we should talk about, because it is so widely discussed, is Botox and facial fillers. And I just want to talk a little bit on the side. I'm going to play devil's advocate first, because I think that's people's concerns. Sometimes people think, if I get Botox, my face will freeze. I'll have this duck lip face and I'll look like this and I can't move my face or have expression, and that's something people are afraid of. So dispel the myth, please.
You're absolutely right. That is probably the biggest myth and the biggest fear, but we are all about enhancing your natural beauty.
Okay.
Not about changing the way you look, about making you look better, look like you did 5 years ago.
So you don't have to look like a different person all of a sudden. You actually can look like you just about 5 years ago.
Exactly. We don't want you to look like a different person.
That's very important. And what's that process like? I mean, what can the client expect when they go to get Botox? What is it actually, what's the process?
Well, this is a medical treatment.
Okay.
So I do spend some time talking to the client when they come in about how this works, what to expect. We're very conscious about pain control, and everyone's very, anxious about, oh, is this going to hurt? We reassure them that it's not. We use very tiny little needles.
Oh, really?
Ice to, numb the skin up, and most people after their first treatment, I didn't feel anything.
Really? And what's the process after the fact? So if you go in today and you have it and you don't really feel anything, is there a wait time before you really will see the results, or a wait time before you feel really like yourself?
For Botox, usually the onset of its effectiveness is about 3 days and fully effective in about a week.
Oh.
So it's not instantaneous.
Okay.
And, people, get done, they look in the mirror, I don't see any difference. But it takes some time.
That'd be me. I'd look at myself on camera in the morning and see all the forehead lines, and then at the end of the day, be trying to see the difference. So yeah, you have to give yourself.
Everybody does that.
They do? Okay, so that's normal.
Yes.
I haven't done it yet, but if you don't see the lines in my forehead, you'll know why. I'll be honest about it. Why not?
Right.
But you
Exactly.
know, it is something, and you know, on one hand, I feel like it's almost trendy because so many people in the celebrity world are doing it, but it's also something that everyday people are realizing make them feel better about themselves. And you kind of have your own story about that, really.
That's exactly the point. And actually, Denise made that point earlier. When you look good, you feel good. And that's what it's all about.
And it reflects from the inside.
Absolutely.
And now are there different facial fillers, or Botox, is that the #1?
Well, Botox and fillers are different
Okay,
things.
see? And
See,
hello,
that
this is
was
someone
perfect.
who doesn't know. So this is exactly what the audience is probably thinking. So
Sure.
tell me the difference.
So Botox relaxes the muscles of expression, so it's very good for the wrinkles on your forehead, the angry lines between your eyes,
Okay.
crow's feet.
Okay.
Lower face, where you get the wrinkles, loss of volume. As we get older, we tend to lose volume in our cheeks.
Like when you see
then
the
we
jowls a
sag,
little
yes.
bit kind of thing? Okay.
So we use different fillers, and there's several different fillers that we use depending on what we want to do.
Okay.
Restore volume, correct lines,
Okay.
special fillers to enhance the lips. And you said something about duck lips. We do not do duck lips.
Thank goodness. Well, you know, I have big lips, and as a kid, I got teased for having big lips, and then all of a sudden it became very popular, and people were paying for big lips. But I always tried to look for that face and see if their upper lip protrudes out, and that's how I usually would think somebody, you know,
Right,
that's when I know
exactly.
it's not real. So how do you avoid the duck face?
Well, you have to be subtle, and
Right.
you have to know what you're doing. And
Sure.
take your time. Look at the person's face, because some people can use a little bit more. It looks good to have a little larger lips. Some
Right.
people absolutely should not have large lips.
And you guys will be honest with
Yes.
people in a consultation. You'll tell them,
Absolutely.
this is not right for you. And I love that. And I think that's part of what makes you the best of. Because some people just want to bring in more and more people and more money, and they don't really consider the result. And you certainly do consider the result. And we'll be able to talk to both Dr. Bair and Kristy Bair throughout the year about all the different procedures and services they offer, and give you guys some really good tips as well. Now, what's really cool is that once a month, the first Wednesday of every month?
It's the first or second Wednesday. We try and do it every 4 or 5 weeks.
And we call it
Botox Day.
Botox Day. Okay, so tell us about that.
All Dr. Bair and Beth O'Leary, our registered nurse, do that day are
Okay.
Botox injections.
Okay.
It's $50 off that day. Bring a friend. It's an additional discount. So it's a fun day. We have snacks, and it's just
And
a
it
fun
kind of
time.
eases the pressure of going
is.
to do this. So it's
Friends run
exciting.
into friends, and
They say, "Oh, that's why you look so good." Well, thank you both so much for being here. It was a pleasure as
thank you.
always.
Thank
I love
you.
seeing
Yes,
you both.
it's
And we'll
great.
get